2017 placed in a new body. There was some custom firmware development that was done with that a while back. I don't know if it was continued and finished. If you want the custom firmware, you need to have the old single band UV 380 or 390. They're both the same radio. The 380, however, is not in a waterproof body, and the 390 is in a waterproof body. That's the only difference between the two radios. And then everything else Paul told you is on point about needing the hotspot and all that. I would probably recommend the Anytone over like the 380, 390, even the old ones, because all of the stuff that was added in, or I'd say 95% of all the stuff that was added in via the custom firmware comes stock on the Anytones. I've got like 3 or 4 TYTs here, and now I have 4 Anytones, and that's the radio in the DMR world, more or less. KM6 IRY.
W5TLJ.
Okay, W5TLJ, go ahead. I think we heard your comment a little while ago about already being in a QSO. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but you know how digital works sometimes? There are times that one guy out there or a whole group of guys do not hear they cannot hear you, you know, and then the other guys can, and it's weird how that works, but just sometimes your signal is not actually heard by everyone. You know, you might make some of the network, but some of it you don't, and that is really confusing on how that works, but it's just the digital world. So if you hear somebody breaking in and you were in the middle of the QSO, I can just about guarantee you it's because they really didn't hear you. You know, they didn't know. It was just an honest accident, but go ahead.
A lot of people heard me talking to the guy about a high star. All of a sudden, we got knocked off the air. Y'all go ahead, because I don't even remember his call sign now. But I do wish I would wait a little bit between talking, you know, about 4 or 5 seconds, give people a chance.
Good, and I appreciate you pointing out what you did earlier, because, you know, I was on a conversation and somebody came into it like if they had air mode, and now the thing that you did, it wasn't necessarily somebody trying to hijack the QSO. It was just that they probably didn't hear me and the person that I was having a QSO with. Kind of Thank you.
Conversation with that, I think it was W5MGS, something like that, way before you came on air, sir. And I've been a ham for 31 years. So I really didn't appreciate us being knocked off the air like that.
Well, like I said, I tried to explain it. I can't do it any better, you know. It's hardly ever done on purpose. It's because Sometimes repeaters are not dialed up to the reflector, and then they're programmed at a certain time to join, and they just join at a certain time that they were programmed to do, and there could have been a local QSO going on that repeater, and it just goes ahead and joins. We've had it happen over here. We've seen it too many times when you've got a lot of repeaters that are programmed to automatically do this and that, and you have very many hotspots that connect and disconnect. Sometimes this can happen, and it's just gonna, But over 99% of the time, it is not intentional. It's just the way that the digital thing works. And I can't explain it better than that. If you're going to look at it pessimistically, then there's nothing I can do. But I can guarantee you it's not, rarely is it intentional. But go ahead. It's all yours. You can go back and finish up your conversation. No problem.
I forgot his call number. He's probably gone by now. W5TLJ. I believe it's MDS. Yeah, I guess the call number line is W5TLJ.
You're a black EV moment.
K4TRK.
Geez, where are we at now?
reflector 30, module C.